Hello, hello, Kiwi friends. It's Shelly. Let's get this layout finished. Say hello as you're hopping on. It's Monday. Start of a brand new week. I think I've even gotten a notification that my August kit is in the works. So I'm happy about that. Say hi. If you see a red live box at the top left corner of your screen, you're live with me. Say hello. All right, guys. Hello, hello. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you had a nice weekend. Say hello as you're hopping on. Still trying to finish my first cup of coffee. Takes me forever. It just takes me forever. Okay, let's proceed. Let's see. I don't know if I need this. I don't think we needed that. Okay. Everything is cut. All we have to do is ink and adhere. But I kind of wanted, I just thought of this. I knew this, but I just thought of it again. A fun little tip. Okay, so we have these templates. Sometimes they have these lines on them, but there's no you can't, they're not cut out, right? So you can't put a pencil in there, you can't put a marker or anything like that. So if you have one of those light boards, you know, that where it's like a light up board, right? You can trace stuff. Hello, I just thought of this. I knew this, it just came to me. I'm gonna line this up and I have a fun little metallic acrylic marker here. I'm gonna get the pointy end and I'm gonna put that out of my way. So, and sorry if I blind you for a bit, but look, when you put it on a light board, I don't know if you guys can see, you can see the pattern. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna trace these lines real quick. So without shaking, just gonna give these lines a quick trace so that our shell actually looks like a shell and not just a blob. Try not to move it too much. And you know, of course, it's not cut perfectly, but no one's gonna know. I do wish I would have brought my light board here though. Oops, almost there. Almost. Just gonna shift it back here. Okay, now we're gonna do the swirl. Once I got that down, then I can take that template away and make things darker or thicker if I need to. Yay, there's our shell. Oh my gosh. Why haven't I thought of that earlier? Okay, so I'm just gonna go over these lines. Let's turn that off. Let's open this up and see who is with us. See if I can see comments today. Let's get this all set up here. Okay. All right. And I think this is such a pretty metallic blue. Just kind of going over my lines again. Making them nice and thick. Careful not to stick your fingers in it. Because then of course you'll put it all over. My gosh, you guys, I love this. So pretty. I like these acrylic paint markers. I dabbled in mandala for a little bit. I did like a class we did on rocks. And these are really good for dotting. All right. Ooh, so pretty. So pretty. I love it. Okay, so that guy's gonna go over there. So who else can we dot? I'm gonna give our little lobster friend, we're gonna do his eyeballs, I think. Might as well keep with the theme. And I'm just going a little bit smaller. You know, we can make up our own lines here, right? Who says we can't? Imagine there's some ribbing back here. Oh yeah, he's coming to life now. He's coming to life. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna do on him. What could we do over here? We can work on these shells here. We can just give it like kind of just a little definition maybe. Just a little something, something. Just a little something, something. This guy, he really needs something. I mean, I'd almost like to do some arches, but I guess we'll go with that too. We'll just continue with that look. Here we go. Just to give it some interest, right? Okay, I think we'll leave those alone. You know, you mess too much and then whoopsie. I think I'll give this guy some little dimension here. There we go. All right, yay. Okay, we got that. Okay, I think, and I did not print out the pictures because I need to resize them. If I print them now, they'll be 4x6s or 5x7s, depending on what paper I put in. But I want to make sure I get the main focus. So I'll probably use those Canva templates that Susan provided, Susan Budge. Probably do that. So I'll have to do that another time. I also thought for the dark paper, because it's so hard to see the vintage photo ink on the dark paper, wouldn't it be fun if we did a white outline? What do you guys think? Would that be fun? Would we lose it? I guess you would lose it on the white paper, but you really wouldn't lose it. I don't know. I was thinking I would do the dark papers in the white. I have, this is an old company that I used to be with, Fun Stampers Journey. They're gone. They're long gone. But they had this nice buttercream color, which is almost like the color of that paper. So I thought that might be kind of fun to do the whole layout, like the dark papers and the white, the buttercream. And maybe even do all the lighter colors in a dark blue. Should we do that? Should we try it? Should we experiment first before we get in trouble and have to redo it? Hi Joan, how are you today? Let's try it. I'm going to do it on scrap paper. Let's see, here's the blue. So here's the blue with the white on it. Let's try it with, I'm just gonna bring over one of these guys, see if it's, ooh, we could do the blue on the blue, that shows up. That's the blue on the blue. Let's see if it was on like one of these scrap papers. Oh, do you guys like that? That's probably hard to see. I think I might do the whole layout in this dark blue. I think I'm gonna go a little non-traditional here. Hello, Miss Kathy, how are you today? We're finishing up the layout. I think I'm gonna do the blue, you guys. I'm doing blue. I'm doing the blue. Okay. Let me get set up here. Let's first close that. I need to get a fresh. I've had these things for forever. I just, they actually have one. They are, you know, I am good. Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate you. They had like the dies where you can put through the machine. They had stamps. I got into them when kind of midway through my Kiwi Lane venture. Because of making cards, and I didn't want to have to always write out my sentiments. So I thought, what better thing to do than just stamp it all? So I found them because I didn't want to do Creative Memories. I didn't want to do Stampin' Up. I wanted to do something different. And Fun Stampers Journey, I had never heard of. A lot of people had never heard of at the time. And so I joined them, and eventually they said, you are a competitor being with Kiwi Lane, which we don't have stamps, so I don't see how. We don't have die cuts, so, or die, the metal dies. I don't know, turns out they went under, so there's that anyway. So I have a lot of their supplies that I still like to use. So let's go ahead and let's just start let's start inking. So I'm gonna get my little dauber here. Get it all juiced up. You guys, I haven't been with this company for eons. And their pads are still so juicy wet. Oh yeah, I like this. I like a blue, oops. Got a little crazy there. Let's try to blend that. We're just going to go around the edges here. All right, let's try to make it a little thicker on the bottom, I guess. There we go. There's our bird. You're my lobster. I like this blue. Doing something different. Okay, we can get rid of this because we know we're gonna have to get two 3x3 photos. Put that over here. ahead and get this all inked. How was everybody's weekend? We had yummy dinner last night. I made a white chicken chili. Yummy, yummy, yummy. It's been raining here a lot, so I don't know. I know it's summertime and it's okay. Why can't we have soup and chilies during the summer, right? No, it's hot food, but you know what? You eat a hot burger in the summer. You know? What's the difference if it's chili or hot spaghetti, right? What's the difference? I don't see a difference. All right. Get this guy out of the way. I love that saying. I've always said that. I've always teased, like, oh yeah, I'm on a seafood diet. I see food and I eat it. I like this dark blue on the dark blue paper instead of that vintage photo, which I feel like is so hard to see when I do it. I kind of like this. I think it would be fun to do like layouts with, you know, reds and different color inks. Why not, right? There's no rule or no law, right? Ooh, it makes this cloud look moody. He's an angry cloud. He is an angry cloud. I do have, oh boy, a whole ton of old, you know, the Fun Stamper's Journey stuff. And I'm on Whatnot, you guys. I'm on Whatnot, so I haven't done a first show yet, so I need to still prepare for that. But I'll let you know when I'm getting ready to sell some stuff. See if you guys see anything you like. Okay. That's gonna go there. Picture, picture. Picture, picture. All right, let's start. Put these guys aside for a moment here. Let's get this guy nice and juicy. This is all there is to it. You just kind of hit the edges with your dauber. Of course, it's easier on, you know, your bigger pieces. I can't wait to see this all put together and put down, honestly. I think it's gonna look amazing. There. It's really gonna pop on this lighter blue and that white paper. Just really makes it stand out, kind of hides your boo-boos if you accidentally didn't trace it correctly or cut it correctly. Put it down there, just let it dry. looks so cool on this piece of paper. It's a good color too. This is a good color. I matched it. Like I said, they are no longer in business. And I no longer represent them. I don't even think I was there a year with them. I don't know what the problem was, but let's see, I don't know, let's do these and then maybe we can actually put that page together. Let's turn this little guy. This is gonna be like on the inset of this shell. Oh, look, with the lines, that looks so good. So good. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. Jeez, my phone is buzzing like crazy. Buzzing, buzzing, buzzing. Actually, we'll probably let's see. Let's get this guy attached so he doesn't get lost. Remember, I traced where it goes, so I'm going to just put that over the traced mark here. There we go. Cute. Oh, cute. So darn cute. Okay, this side's done, so I'm going to kind of just scooch that over there. Let's bring all this stuff over here. Ooh, this lobster is going to be a real treat to ink. He was not fun to cut, I'll tell you that. He was not. So he's probably not going to be too fun inking either. That's so cool. Okay. Here's that flag up there. I may, after I do this and I do the boat, I may attach this just so we don't lose him. He's small. Who else uses colors on their inking? Raise of hands if you've ever used a different color outside of that vintage photo. I like using the dark colors, like I'll do black soot. I'll sometimes use the ground espresso. I just feel like that's, I don't know, it works for me. Okay. All right, we got one chance to get this guy down right, so. Yay, we did it. Okay, let's get, I know, I'm sorry, I'm kind of off camera. Let me zoom back out here for you. Oops, I think I'm at the end. I knew I was coming to the end. I knew I was. Look at that quick change. Okay. Do I have enough on here? There we go. Tell you what, if you don't get these things just right. Okay, let's line him up. there's our sailboat. Cute. We got that guy. I'm gonna leave that lobster to last. I'm sure he's gonna give me a little bit of a hard time. This is kind of like therapeutic. You could kind of just, I sit sometimes in the front of the TV and I just cutting is easy in front of the TV, especially like the borders when it's these big pieces. I don't mind just cutting away. I'm beginning to not like these teeny little things. Just because my hands and my eyes. It's tough getting old, you guys. It's tough getting old. I mean, I'm not that old, but you know, your body says, you're aging, and your eyes say, oh, I'm starting to get weak. Yep. You're only, let's see, you're as old as you, what's the saying? You know what? I feel I'm energetic-ish. I'm still moving around. Yes, I have aches and pains. Yes, I got some other stuff going on, but it's all good. I've been so tired for a good year or two. I think it's some medications that I'm on. We haven't figured it out yet. Blood work appears fine. I was low in iron, so I think it was iron. So she gave me some, like 6 weeks of vitamin D. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to go back and get that tested or not, but probably should give the doctor's office a call. But just so exhausted, like I got nothing in the tank from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. It's probably why some of you have been missing me on other pages. It's just, by the time dinner comes and after dinner, forget about it. I used to go live all the time, like 8, 9 o'clock at night. It doesn't happen anymore. Pooped. I am pooped. Okay, I think I got everything out. Oh, no, we gotta do this guy. Okay, let's just try to get this guy done here. He's just got a lot of little nooks and crannies here. I should have gotten well, he's just gonna be all blue, it looks like. Instead of a red lobster, he's gonna be like a blue crab. I have little tiny sticks, like little, I guess they're like little foam brushes kind of thing. We're just making a mess out of this guy. He's okay. And I don't want to bend his little legs too much because I don't want to rip them off. Like I said, there were some tight squeezing places here. Okay, he's a little messy, but it's all good. All good. We'll hide him in the background. Okay, we're good here. We're done with that. Done with that. Let's put those away. Okay. Let's do this. We're gonna put all this. He's the first one down. This one's the first one down, and then this guy. So let's just do this in order. I line it up with the corner. Make sure it's flush. And rub down. sip of coffee. We're getting there. I'm gonna leave this guy, you know, like last-ish, because we're gonna do the other side and then line them up. So let's put him up here. Zoom out more so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. Let's see here. I think we're gonna bring this guy lower because we need to also add this. So I think we're gonna go right about there. So I'm gonna just kind of pull this down so I can see what I'm doing. Get those corners really well. Does that look straight? That looks really crooked, doesn't it? Okay, I'm just gonna kind of lightly tap that down and then I'm gonna pick that up and look at it straight on. I think that's okay. Might be slightly a little to the top here. Now let's see. Oh, I don't know. I think he was good before, I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna roll with it. Let's get this guy glued up. This is the two, what did we say? 3.5 by 3.5 photos. I'm just gonna bump it right up to it. There we go. Okay. Hello, Julie. Thanks for hopping on. We're finishing our layout today. Okay. See where I want to put these and if I want to put my little boat underneath it. Or if I want it up more. Kind of like them tucked in there like that. Okay, let's get him all taped up. Okay, and then we can kind of I think we could do that. That looks good. Remember that one, those two little shells, those cute two little shells? We could do something with those over here too. I just need to cut them. Okay, let's get our lobster friend all taped up. I used to love this tape runner, but he is not cooperating today. Afraid I'm gonna rip an eyeball off or something, for goodness sake. Okay. Good, 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 good. And let's put some clouds up here. Got some stormy clouds working. I was saying earlier that I didn't print the pictures out because I have to make sure I print them so that they fit in like the 3 by 3.5, 3.5. These are 3 by 3s. I want to make sure I get them the right size, so I'll probably use those Canva templates that Susan provided. I can't remember where I saw those, but I'll have to, you know what, if I can share them, I'll share them with you guys. I'll load it up as a file or something. Here we go. Cute. Little stormy cloud there. Okay. Yay, this side is done. That works. That works. Remember, we still need to do this guy, so I want to make sure wherever I put him that he's a continuation of this one. So it's probably gonna, ooh, we might have to take those off. We're definitely gonna have to take those off. Okay, let's get these two guys down. I wasn't thinking. Now I'm going to do this one because this guy needs to go down first before I can figure out where to put that guy. Okay. I feel like I have to probably put him up higher so that this guy fits. That's what's going to have to happen. Unfortunately, we may hide some stuff, but we'll try to weave it under. Okay, so we're going to put this guy right here. And if it's possible, we'll weave it under. Let's see. I don't think that's going to work. Is that maybe too high? That is kind of high. We can bring this guy down low. Let's do this over gently. Gently. Okay. This guy's gonna be low. I think I wanted him pretty darn low. Can we stick him under anything now? Unfortunately, we're gonna lose a little bit of that border, but that's okay. I like that. We're gonna have to take these guys off gently. Watch their legs. Oh, an eyeball. There we go. It's Monday. Monday. Bleh. This one we may be able to scooch under there. Yay! And this one too. Okay. go. That looks fun. Oh, I love that. Okay. Now let's get these guys retaped a little bit. Doesn't matter anyways because you end up covering it, but that's okay. All right, we're so close, you guys, so close. Let's get this. Get this down first. Okay. This just looks crooked to me. I don't know, maybe it's me. It must be me. Try to line it up with the top of that. Okay, I'm gonna stand up because I need to look, and excuse my head. Definitely looks crooked, I don't know. I think that's all right though. All right, let's get our little bird, our little seagull. Last piece, you guys. Crazy. All I need are the photos. Okay. Hopefully this is about the middle. I should just get the template out. Wow, I did pretty good. You're my lobster. Okay. What we could do is, I can make some holding spots. My lobster. He is a lobster, but he looks like, there we go. He is definitely a lobster. He's kind of cute, I know. Okay, I need 3x3s, so I'm gonna go to 3 inches. This is just gonna be like a photo holding piece here. I need 2 3x3s. And then we'll need 2 3.5s by 3.5s. We'll save this. You never know when you need that. 3.5, right? Yeah, 3.5s. And then we'll ink them just to make it look pretty. Can't wait to get the next one. Kind of forgot what it was already. I'll have to go back and check out the replay. All right, let's get our, we should have enough ink on here. Again, just this is, we're gonna pretend these are pictures. actually. Yeah. Okay. You could even do that. You could do this as a picture frame and then even cut a 3x3 picture. You know, that would go in the middle of that. If you really wanted to make them pop and bring more of the lightness in. So we may just tack these down. And I have got to go through my pictures and figure that out. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to do one little stripe of adhesive there. There. One piece here. Okay, tack that down. Looks more like a layout when you do that, doesn't it? Tuck that there. All right. Guys, we're done. Oh no, we aren't. We have all these. Jeez, I forgot. Okay. Just saw them. I'm like, what's missing over there? It's awful plain over there. Okay, we're gonna put this guy here. Almost forgot. That guy there, and then this is a fun shell. Alrighty. We're done. Red, white, and ocean blue. You guys, this is your July 2026 layout. I'm sure there will be more. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah. All right, we need to print some pictures and get this posted. So stay tuned.